Today, I've been victimized by the DoorDash on-time rating. I just couldn't believe it. I actually got not one, but 2 late deliveries today. I am just like... and I don't know what to say. I was freaking out, and there was like so many things like going through my mind. Like, how long is it going to take this thing to actually come off my account? How am I going to dispute this? How long am I actually going to have to do 100 deliveries this thing just to roll off because the dispute won't work? There was so many things going on in my head. And here we see it right here. 98%. I have been 100% ever since the thing started. Then the perfect 100 was gone just like that. Back to back. As you see right here, it was the Chipotle, then it was the Chick-fil-A. But before we actually get diving in to the how this happened, let's first talk about what the DoorDash on-time rating is for the people that are brand new to this. So the on-time rate measures how many of your last 100 orders you complete within expected completion time. Shopping orders are exempt from this rating, and batch orders are considered as one single order. Now, here are a few tips to increase your rating. Contact the customer if you have any trouble finding the drop-off point. Pause your dash if you need to take a break between offers. Take the most direct route suggested by the navigation app of choice. Okay, those can seem can-dos. Now let's look at it and say, how does DoorDash use delivery times? Your safety matters. We factor the speed limits, traffic, the wait times at the stores to determine the delivery times you see on a dash. To help determine the best dasher to the offer and order, we will use the historical delivery timing to estimate delivery times. Consistently on-time dashers will get more opportunities to earn, but arriving early won't provide any benefits. The best benefit of arriving early is actually picking that order up, because a lot of times the order is ready before the actual promised time. So you can get to that customer, so you can drop it off and you get to the next order. That's the perk to that one. But let's move forward to my 2 late deliveries right here. And we're going to see the Chipotle. The expected completion time was 12 minutes. The total time difference was 5 minutes. I accepted the offer at 11:01, picked up the Chipotle at 11:15. I was late by 8 minutes. Now let's pause right there for a second. Why in the world was I even late? I was late because there was so much traffic. They actually blocked off one of the main intersections, and we had to go miles around, and it was all backed up. It was so backed up, it was just ridiculous. It was an absolute nightmare. So let's look back. Now, when I did this delivery, I got the delivery at 11:19. Not too bad. It's even said early by 3 minutes. But when I dropped this offer off and I got another offer, it was to Chick-fil-A, and I was going to have to go all the way back around, and this is what happened, because there is even more vehicles in that same spot now, so I had to wait even longer. It said the expected completion time was 23 minutes and the total time difference was 12 minutes. It shows that I accepted the offer at 11:20, picked up the order at 11:42, and I was late by 16 minutes just because the traffic was absolutely horrible. Then the deliver to, it was 11:55, and I was actually early by 4 minutes. So not too shabby on that part. And I didn't actually look at my rating until like the very end of my shift. Now let's actually see how can you actually get these excluded, because DoorDash actually gives us some little hints here. It says, we recognize that some orders may involve factors that aren't within your control, like long wait times at the stores, unexpected traffic or road closures, difficulty finding the customer, parking issues. You can dispute late ratings to exclude them from your on-time rate. We review every dispute and may exclude all or part of the order if approved. So this is actually what we can see on the Dasher app and even read it for ourselves. But those same thoughts come to my mind, like, how fast does this actually work? Well, you know what? Now I know. So now when you go to exclude this thing, all you have to do is just click where you're late at. After that, all you gotta do is hit dispute rating. Then you want to look at this right here where it says dispute late rating. What causes the order to be late? You have a few different choices right here. It says long wait time in the store, difficulty in finding the drop-off location, unexpected traffic or road closures, issues with parking, or other reason. Then you go ahead and add your description. So in this case, I selected exactly what it happened, which is unexpected traffic and road closure. I went ahead and put in my reasoning, which was the main road was blocked, which caused me to go miles out of my way. This also caused a traffic jam on my route to pick up the order, which led me to be late to pick up the order. And then after that, just hit submit, and it was just as simple as that. And it says, we will exclude this order from your on-time rate. We understand that this order involves factors outside of your control, so we won't count it in your rating. So now when this happens, you can go back to your orders, your last 100 orders, then you can actually see where it actually excluded both of these. And it actually did this a lot quicker than I ever would have thought. And it was like instant. Now, I don't know if this is going to happen for every one of them. That's my new question. How many orders can I exclude like this? Is there a certain amount? Is it some that may actually have to be reviewed by an actual person? Another good question. Now, you that's had on-time rating for a while and you've actually had to go through this process, was it this easy? Is there like a dispute that didn't actually go through, that didn't actually work? Please put that in the comment box. Let us know your story, because your story is important. And how do you feel of what I went through today? Do you think I just got lucky and got those orders excluded? Or is that pretty much how it goes? And there's really nothing much to worry about this on-time rating if I just go through the dispute process. Now let's look at one more thing here. And this is actually like one of those 6 things. If we're actually trying to maintain a certain level of silver, gold, or platinum status, this is definitely going to be important to you. And plus, if you have too many of these late ones, you could be even deactivated. And you don't want that. But if you are trying to get into these tiers, it's going to be just as simple as that. You need to keep your ratings as high as possible. Of course, you have your acceptance rating. You got 30 points possible. Your completion rating, 15 points possible. On-time rating, which is what we're talking about today, is 30 points possible. Quality rate, 10 points. Customer rating, 10 points. And 30-day orders, 5 points. And you got to get all these metrics where you can get to the level where you're trying to get to. I know in my market for platinum, it is 80%. I know some other markets it's 75%. I think from here in Dallas, it was actually 80. I think somebody in Fort Worth said there's a 75. So I'm just like, go figure. I know when I was in San Francisco just a week or so ago, it was 75 there. So I'm just like, okay, I'm got the luck of the draw and have 80 points to get platinum in my market. Figures. So to end the nightmare wasn't as bad as I thought, but you might have a different story. So be sure and leave that in the comment box if you would. Also hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and see me in the next video.